Good evening. How are we doing, folks? So yeah, a little bit later than I'd planned. Was it now 10 past 1 in the morning? But we made it, right? I kind of got involved in sorting a few things out with like my stream deck and stuff. And when I get involved in something like that, I find it hard to get away from it until I finish it. But we did it, and I want to record a YouTube video tonight, which I'm going to do in a minute. But before we do that, so yeah, Dead by Daylight. This is obviously the news. So today they've enabled the disconnection penalty. Now, this is just a test. So the disconnect penalty feature is now enabled for a test on PC and Switch. I believe the reason for that is because it requires dedicated servers, and only PC and Switch currently have dedicated servers. Consoles don't have those at the moment. This new system discourages players from disconnecting excessively by preventing them from queuing for another match for a set amount of time. They don't specify how much time. I've heard from people times, but anyway, the length of this timer escalates for each time the player disconnects. This timer decays over time, only if the player does not continue to disconnect. So, I'm going to pull some figures out of thin air here, but let's say for argument's sake you disconnect, you're going to get a penalty. Let's just say it's 1 minute, right? You then go into, wait a minute, you then queue, get into another game, you disconnect again. You're probably now going to get like a 2-minute penalty, right? That penalty is how much time before you can queue for another game, okay? And then that's going to like keep going up and multiplying, don't know how much, until you stop disconnecting. And then after a certain period of games where you've not disconnected, I guess it will start reducing back down again. Just a test. They're only running it for a couple of days. You know, I think it's pretty good. Disconnecting is definitely something that ruins this game for everyone involved, pretty much. I know people have said that this is just going to mean that instead of DCing, people are just going to kill themselves on the hook. But I would rather that, because at least, you know, you get some kind of gameplay out of it. And from a killer's point of view, if they kill themselves on hook, at least you get to hook them once, which means you will get some points. And obviously for barbecue and chili, at least you're going to get your 4 stacks of that if they do it that way, you know. So I think it's a positive thing. We'll have to see how it goes and see how the community reacts to it, but I like the principle, so we'll see.